is it because
You've got something that looks like...
how do you look up cubics?
That should touch that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what you got? Yeah? Do we know where this is?
That'd be at 16 out of 27, right?
Almost.
Oh.
It's coordinate, I think, two numbers.
0 and no.
So 16 out of 27 and 0. So I didn't sub it in. Yeah, no, sorry, I don't know.
1/3 and 16.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah. My bad.
1/3 is me.
Is that around the right way?
What does that mean what does that mean about the box?
What does that mean about the box? Okay, right, so,
What connection does that have with the box?
good question. That's exactly why I wanted to draw it, because people aren't connecting it. Okay, we said that this was a maximum. Well, that checks out. That's definitely a maximum,
I like the maximum.
right? Specifically, it's a local maximum.
What if it up to infinity because the box is
Actually, let's write that in red. Okay, fine. What did we say about the point 1, 0?
That was the minimum,
It's minimum. Is it a minimum?
the local minimum.
It's a local minimum. Right, here's my question. This thing is supposed to be a graph of the volume, right? So why didn't we just pick points that were up here? Because that's clearly bigger.
Because those are outside the box.
Because logically, it can't fill that high.
Logically,
It'll overflow and it'll stop filling past a certain point. Or it'll keep filling, but the volume won't change.
right, you don't have enough metal. Why don't you have enough metal? How do you know? Oh, sorry, let me rephrase. How do you know that you don't have enough metal?
Because you only
We only
have
have for a 2x2 sheet,
Right.
so anything more than, so when you, anything. So then when you get past there, that you require more than 4x4 because it's
Words.
yeah.
Let's say that my x is 1. What happens in reality?
None.
Not nothing. Say again. Becomes another square. Not quite. This x means how far I'm cutting into the sheet. If I cut into the sheet 1 meter, how far into the sheet have I cut?
halfway.
Halfway. And if I cut in from both sides halfway, what have I done?
You've destroyed the box.
I've destroyed it. Like I've cut it and thrown away the box.
Ah.
And now I've got nothing. Hence 0.
And yet, if you cut in deeper
Now,
than a
if I
meter,
cut deeper into it, somehow it goes positive again. Why has that happened?
Because I cut so
it's in
far.
reverse.
Well, kind of. This is where you're going to be a little bit careful.
You've
but-
gone like,
Right, if I cut that way, great. So I've cut in my height, right, my x. My height this way, sorry. That's getting smaller and smaller as x gets bigger, yeah? Cool. If I go there, well, now my height is negative this way and negative that way. Oh, that's good. That means that I've got a positive area. Does that make sense?
Yes.
mathematically.
Does it?
No, like mathematically.
Right, mathematically it makes perfect sense. So the math just says, oh yeah, that's cool, just cut it into itself and then you're good. You just fold it out the other way. And so you can go up as high as you want because
So
you
why
can
is
cut
it-
as far into it as you want.
Why doesn't math work in Google?
It does. The math works just fine. We didn't tell it anything about the restrictions of reality.
Oh.
So this is where you have to be a little bit careful. Conveniently, this one's set up so that, the actual local maximum is the thing that you're after, so that's fine. But you should always consider, is there a dumb thing happening here? And this is definitely why you don't trust the CAS, so it's just plug it in, boop, answer, yay. Right, you've got to think it through. Yeah.
I'm assuming the third one's meant to screw us up with that one.
A little bit. So,
Okay.
first, are we happy with that?
Yeah.
Incidentally, what's happening down here?
You're cutting away from the box.
Right, cut away from the box. Well, that's good, that makes it even wider. So I can make that really wide, but that's a slight problem because now I'm making, right, now I'm making a negative cut. But if I'm making a negative cut, that means my width is bigger and my width and height are bigger, but my depth is now negative.
Yeah, so it's going.
So the volume of the box is negative.
Lovely.
So, but you can make that arbitrarily negative. So this is when you have to be really careful about what your variables are representing.
That's some Doctor Strange.
Go. Yeah, and that's why you can do like higher dimensional math and all the other stuff, because you can't visualize readily
But it works.
plus dimensions, but the math works just fine. The math doesn't care if you can't visualize it, it'll just keep going.
So math is like a badass.
Pretty much.
Alright, we've got this thing. Firstly, can we read that?
The function of x equals x to the x cubed minus x squared minus x.
Okay,
8x
not can
plus
you
y.
like verbalize the symbols. Can you interpret this?
The cubic within
Yeah, it's
the
cubic.
dimensions of -4 and 4.
Right, so a restricted domain for this cubic.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What's probably a good idea?
Sub them both
Draw
in.
it. Draw it would be a very good idea. How are you going to draw that?
Solve for x.
Solve for x?
Well, find just find like
Factorize, that's what we're after.
Alright, DJ.
Go. Get going.
Oh. Yeah. Hold on. Are we deriving it first, or?
Actually, I did not check that. That's not
Where the calculate?
1, 2, 3. I'll see a handful of things that could be anyway.
Yeah, well, one reason we can't, we don't derive it.
I just realised how I generated that. Don't know if I actually thought that all the way through or not. I thought it through for the interesting bit, and now I'm not sure I thought it through for the basic bit. No, I did. Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. That's nice.
What are you doing there? We don't have to do polynomial long division. Yeah. We're trying to factorise this. Has everyone got a factor and it's working through, yeah? No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. The easiest one is x equals 2 will yield out a 0. So your factor is x minus 2. Or at least one of the factors.
I tell you, he's the one too.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Not like what you said. What is it?
Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh, just copying your notes.
All good? Fully factorised? Good job. Take a sketch. Keep going, try and do that totally by yourself. If you're ahead of the curve, get further ahead. Then you're happy with all that, just keep on with 18 now.
Yes.
Yep. Drop the negative, it's the most common error. Frustratingly human. Anyway, after hopefully some success, eventually you should end up there. Leave a bit of space for yourself to figure it out later if you want. I'm going to keep going. So I've got this thing. I want to draw this. Oh, actually, do I have to draw it? Not necessarily. You don't necessarily have to.
Not if you know what it looks like.
True. If you can hold it in your head, that's true. But at least then you're already kind of drawing it just in your head. Alright. So do you necessarily have to draw this? No. Why? Well, we'll get to why later. I'm going to draw it anyway, preemptively. What does this thing look like? Cool. Where's it? Touch.
Yeah, the x-intercepts are -3 and +2.
Okay. -3, +2.
Y-intercept is +12.
One.
Positive 12, hopefully.
That's what I said.
Did you? I'm pretty sure you said 4.
What?
I thought you said
TJ
one.
said I said 12. At least I meant 12.
Okay. Cool. Alright. How does it?
Yeah, good.
How does it go?
It goes from -3, goes up just before it reaches. It goes. How do I explain it? It maxes out at -4 on 3, and then comes down.
Bounces out at -4. Oh, so you've already derived it and everything.
Yeah,
Oh, good job. Okay. So,
yeah, that's it. And it bounces on 2, and then it goes.
like that?
Yep.
Cool. Alright. Forget Riley for a second. Other than Riley.
Oh, no, that's alright, guys.
Do we know for certain that this is on that side?
No.
No. So this could possibly be over here. The good thing about drawing things roughly to scale, how we make that smaller than that, your natural inclination is to usually draw it on the correct side. However, draw with pencil.
Nice.
Just so that if you need to change it, you can, or you draw it like that and then you draw a second one on the other side. Just so that you remind yourself, hang on, I don't know which side this is. Cool, so it looks something like that. Okay. Does this help us answer our actual question?
No,
No? Okay, why?
because we're looking for the maximum value. We haven't found it yet.
How do we get to maximum value?
Derive it.
Derive. Okay. F prime of x gives us that. Okay, and then?
You make it equal to 0.
Alright, make this equal to 0. What are you going to do from there?
I guess you can. There's multiple ways you can do it.
Right?
I did completing the square.
Cool, alright. So you could go divide everything by 3, so x squared minus 213 x minus 8 on 3 equals 0. Or
The Barry method.
use Barry method.
I forgot how to do it.
What did you derive?
F.
And why did you derive?
We want where it's greatest, so it's maximum.
Okay. In order to find maximum, you have to you have to find a stationary point which the gradient should equal 0.
Or at least potentially, that's what you have to do, yeah. Depends on the details. Okay, result.
Well, just because of that graph, you know that minimum that one of those things will equal to 0.
You better hope that 2 comes out again. Otherwise, you know at least one of the things is wrong. Can you factorize it, or are you doing this, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, got an answer to the actual question. Given everything that you've got, see if you can preempt the answer. Because this question is just like set with traps.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Just the way I like it.
You know that one, the second question. You know how you went 2 minus 2x brackets, 2 minus 2x brackets,
Yeah.
and then the bracket x. Why don't you do x 4x? Because you were doing it for something.
So, are you saying that that 2 should be a 4 or what?
No, that red x should be a 4x. Why shouldn't it be a 4x?
So this is representing the depth of the box.
What? Okay.
Yeah. Which is just x deep because that's how far up it's going to fall. But we have 4 sides that fold up, but each of them only have a depth.
Oh, so it's not. I was thinking of like a box, like a box. But like
Saying the same word twice doesn't help.
No, like so that sheet in the middle is gonna look like a thin book. So like when you draw it, it's not gonna look like it's not gonna look like that. It's gonna look like that. Right?
Yeah.
I was thinking it's
I'm gonna have to do it.
perfect square box.
Okay. Yeah, it looks something like that, only square.
No, like it's gonna look like a cube. Like the box is gonna look like a cube.
This one will look like, so
Yeah.
it would look like if this edge was here, it would look like just that cardboard box. No top, an open top box. And then this distance is x.
Yeah. I didn't think it would look like that. I thought it was going to look like a box, like a cube.
Yeah, but then that'd be a closed top box.
No, like a cube without a roof. Because the
understand.
sides will all be equal. So then like this side will be 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters.
It don't be a cube or a rectangle.
It's not rectangular. This is, yeah, this isn't that. If this edge was here, such that this edge was all square, then that's what that folds off.
Oh, yeah, but x is going, but x is not the same as 2.
No,
Yeah, so like, can I draw it up?
You right next to it.
sure.
It's gonna look like this. It's like, yeah,
What are we defining as the greatest value of?
it's gonna look like that.
Are we talking about magnitude, as in like -3 is bigger than +1,
I thought it
or are we
was
talking about
gonna look
-1 is?
Okay, so that's a good question. Greatest, which is
I
greater,
already did.
2 or -3?
Well,
2
2
is
is a
greater.
value.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
not biggest.
No, not
Greatest.
greatest. Yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah,
gonna
I
look like
almost
that.
wrote biggest, and I was like, hang on, better be specific or write greatest.
I thought it was gonna look like that.
Yeah, that's a
I thought it was
beautiful.
gonna look like that shopping bag.
You wanna know an easy one? TJ, you wanna know an easy way to draw a cube? You draw a square, right? Draw a square.
He's trying to draw an open top one though, so what?
That's what it's gonna look like. I thought it was gonna look like that.
That's what it's Anyway,
It's gonna see the box, especially in the bottom of my hair.
Wow.
is that what we got?
You do more.
Yep.
Like the way that I taught you.
Go. Sorry. Brilliant.
I don't know how to do it. So you get 8 times 3. And then you go 8 times 3. So
Okay.
times the limit of the start at the 8. So 3 times -8 equals -2.
Cool. All right. Conveniently, we got a 2 back. So are we pretty sure we did it right? Yeah. So spat that back out. Okay. With this, there'd be a y value associated to it. Yeah. Okay. So has anyone calculated it already? Yep. Where you go?
I got like 500 over.
Alright, let's double check.
What did you get? Over 10.
Yogo, Yogo.
You sure?
What's the mission?
527.
Did I? Hey!
Oh.
I just subbed it into the last one where it's x plus 3, x minus 2, x minus 2.
Cool. Are we sure that that's bigger than 12?
Yeah,
Yeah? Why?
because 27 times 12 is... No, 27 goes into 500 more than 12 times. Goes in 18 times and
Right, goes in, like-
some righty-da-di-da.
Trying to rephrase it so you would copy me.
TJ, you got it wrong. Why would I copy you? Yeah, that's right.
Okay, great. Brilliant. Alright, so do we have an answer for our question?
No,
No. Okay, why?
because that's not the greatest value.
The greatest value of if
Okay, what's that?
something to the equation.
Sub what in?
500 equals 2.
That's a y value.
Oh, sorry.
That's what came out when we put -4 on 3. Yep.
That's not the greatest value.
Okay, why?
Because there's a domain, and we should put in the highest value of the domain first.
Why the highest first?
Because that's the highest point. graph will reach within its domain.
Okay. So it's this. So this -4 is down here somewhere. Yeah.
Yep.
Is there any point in checking that?
No.
No, because it's definitely way down there. Where's the 4?
Pass the 2.
Okay, past the 2. True. Is it possible that it's there?
It's possible that it's anywhere. We don't
Is
know
it
where it is.
possible that it's there?
Yeah.
Possible that it's exactly equal?
Yeah.
Right. So, without any other tricks, we're going to have to tell you what colour have I used. Yes. F of 4. So we get 64 minus.
$28.
Okay. I've got 28. Do I know if that's bigger or smaller than that?
Bigger.
How do you know?
That is math.
Could you like explain slightly?
You could do short division if you want.
Short division of what?
Yes. 500 divided by 27. So 27 into how much time does 27 go into 500? That's the simplest way to do it.
Yep. So.
Or it'd probably be easier just to times 28 by 27 to be honest. And then
Yeah,
put it out as a
that'd be
fraction.
easier.
Yeah. So I would probably just do that. It's like don't do that. Yeah.
That was
56. Carry this one. Alright. No one. Therefore, the greatest value of f is.
Are we done?
Well, we need to write it out in English.
So therefore, answer is
Coordinates x is 4, y is 700. Oh, 28.
just that. What's the greatest value of f? Now what is the input that generates?
Oh, yes, yep.
So just that.
Well, 28.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The domain. Yes, thank you for the call. Yes.
Bigger.
And then you work out x, which is x equals +1
Cool.
-4.
Yep.
I got a question. Is that local or global max?
What?
The 28. Is that global? Is that local?
So it's global, so long as that function is restricted to that domain.
Okay, so if it wasn't restricted, it'd be.
Also, sometimes instead of global, they say absolute in the textbook. They're the same thing. So yeah, that restricted domain forces that function to have a global maximum of 28.
Because that's the furthest it'll reach.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fully clear?
Yep.
There you go. That's as bad as they can really get. You got it right. It's just algebra. And fractions and stuff. So yeah, the general process. Draw a picture. Label your variables. Write out what you know. Write out what you want. And usually, after you've done that, it usually falls apart. You're like, oh. So draw, label, what you know, what you want. And the same theme will carry on next year as well, even though they get noticeably more complicated. Still the exact same thing. Yep.
You know, you go, for the second question, largest volume household is 16,27 meters square.
No? Very well good.
And the second question?
Oh, yep, sorry.
Your
Yeah.
answer, why'd you go via brackets via 4 to 3 times 4 to 3 times 1?
Just saying those are the dimensions of the floating top box.
Okay.
So it didn't ask those, but that's...
And on the test, would you be required to state those?
Not if it didn't ask. So if it asks what are the dimensions of the largest box, then you want just the bit of brackets.
And how would you know that these are done for dimensions?
So we have back here this is our width, our height, our depth, and we know x equals 1/3, so you just put 1/3 into each of those, and they go to that.
Okay. Oh yeah, because 2 minus 2 times 1 is 3, so 4.
Everyone's okay? We're happy? Yeah. That's 18A. That's the long and the short. Cool. Happy days.